Moises Anthony Bolaños de León. Moises Bolaños was born on August 11th, 1986, San Salvador, El Salvador. He is a popular dancer and craftsman. His mother's name was Ana María de Jesús de León, and Julio César Bolaños was his father's name. María de León was born on April 18th, 1966, San Juan Nonualco, La Paz. Moises has three siblings, and he is the oldest one. María Magdalena Bolaños is the second sister. She is 31 years old. Then Eric Vladimir Bolaños, who is 29 years old. And lastly, the youngest sister, who is Margarita Bolaños, and she is 27 years old. He lived his childhood in three different places, all of them in San Juan Nonualco. The first is called Caserío Los Ortices, second Caserío Las Delicias, and lastly El Cantón San Isidro El Golfo. He arrived to El Golfo at the age of 9, but he left it when he began high school in 2005. His mother used to earn money by doing housework. However, she started to run her own business with Moises after finding some money Moises had in his closet that earned by selling fruits every day. They used to cook tamales and pastelitos together, but Moises was the only one in charge to sell them house by house.
He started his studies from kindergarten to second grade in a urban school from El Cantón San Isidro El Golfo. In the same school, he passed second grade and took a year off. The following year, he repeated second grade at Centro Escolar La Palma, where he studied until the ninth grade. And at the same time, he experienced so much empathy toward his classmates since they had a few economical resources. Also, where he discovered his passion for literature. In 2005, he finished the high school. Although he had a great passion for literature and he came to consider being a teacher of that subject, he was never interested in entering to the university since he was always interested in dance. Moises Bolaños never belonged to or was interested in military service. He affirms that the struggle for which the armed conflict was generated today has lost its value. He lived his childhood in the armed conflict and remembers that people couldn't not dress as they wanted, nor couldn't they have long hair since they were identified as members of those armed groups.
Occupation and life. What do you do to improve as an artist? Being in constant training, he considered that he must be modernizing. Moises considered himself a fighter because at the rise where nobody bets or anything like marginal areas, schools, and communities. As a child, he remembers watching television for an hour and watching the CPTU and thinking he was on television or a report in the newspaper. Beside his family, who are the important people in his life? Anastasio Aquino, although some people think that he is deschavetado. Another one Moises mentioned was Frida Kahlo and Martha Graham, choreographer and American dancer. Who or what motivated you to be an artist? He makes a memory of his participation of the school. Due to their scarce resources, collected a little money by making tarde rancheras. He wouldn't pay 20 cents just to watch or stand, much as being to dance folk dance. The mother of his stepfather questioned the learning of dance, as he could fall into a many misfortunes such as being a drug addict, a gang member, or a foul or lazy person. The abuela postiza said was what he take the machete and go make tareas, as a man that he is. But Moises' reaction was very clear. They are not going to cut my wings. I'm very sorry. Moises and his creativity. He designed of the native before the arrival of Cristobal Colon, its design took Moises a year and a half.
Moises Anthony Bolaños is not currently married. He doesn't have any thumb. He thinks not to have his own son, but on the contrary, he thinks that an adoption is a good action. The greatest love of a family member has been his mother. She passed away on November 8, 2012. This person means a lot to him. He related that at the moment that his mother passed away, he didn't feel anything at all. But the shock of his mother's death was 3 months later when he was working as a craftsman teacher in indigo weaving in Canton Potrero Sula, Nueva Concepción, Chalatenango. After 3 months, it was clear for him that his mother was not in this world anymore, and it took him 2 years to go to see her at the time because it was difficult since his mother was the only person that was attempted to him. When Moises Bolaños started studying in Centro Escolar Canton La Palma, he met a new reality in his classmates. Due to they live in poverty, something that Moises Bolaños didn't used to see. Moises' classmates wore sandals and some of them were barefoot, with worn out uniforms. All his classmates had lice and boils. There, Moises decided, together with his mother, to help a classmate of scarce resources with some beans, rice, corn, and medicines. Here, Moises begins with the feeling of the community, helping those people who really need it. Despite his current friends have come to argue the reason why visiting people with lies, but he doesn't take importance to these comments and continues to support these people.
As independent artist, he has not belonged to any social group in his branch, although he always receives invitations from different organizations. He has not accepted to join with them because those organizations do not represent his ideals, and he avoids getting involved in self-centered environments. One person who admires Moises is a teacher in dance, Eunice Valles. She says Moises has something special, his charisma. To everyone in each organization knows him and gets along with everyone. Main accomplishment in Moises' life, despite to the drawbacks and problems, he always maintained his aims clear. Moises, with effort, hard work, and courage, achieved many opportunities when he was a child. There were only dreams, but nowadays those dreams become in the reality. He has been recognized for his excellent work to the point of appearing in television, newspapers, and being interviewed by different television stations. A message that his artist wants to combine is that being an artist is not difficult. The key is to have enthusiasm, organization, and let your work speak for you. This is how you can live by this wonderful job.